production of the crop, how the crop production happens. And now first of all let us start with our friends Pehle and Bojo. Okay, Pehle and Bojo went into their uncle's house for summer vacation. So one day they saw some tools such as kurpi, sickle, shawl, plow, etc. They wondered when, where, how, why we use these tools. So, why we use these tools? In this lesson, let us know why do we use all these tools and how the crop production happens. First of all, let's know about food. Where does it come from? Let's see, if you see here, food, where does it come from? Yes, there are two main sources of food. First one is plants and animals. First one is plants and second one is animals. From plants we get fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses, etc. From animals we get milk, curd, ghee, meat, etc. So there are two sources of animals. Sorry, two sources of food. In class 6th NCERT first chapter we learned food. Where does it come from? And now let's see, why do we need food? Why do we need food? Yes, we need food for proper growth of our body, and we need food to get energy, and also we need food for the functioning and repairing of the body parts such as respiratory system, excretory system, reproductive system and digestive system. So for the repairing or the functioning of all these systems we need certain amount of food. Next, and also food is important. We need food to get energy. So we need food to be alive. Now first of all let's start our lesson. Let's start with crop. What is a crop? Before going to crop, now we are eating. The farmer will produce the food. Okay, he prepares the food, so we are eating that crop. Now we are eating that crop, but till 10,000 BC, last years, okay, so many years ago, we see there were elements. Yes, till 10,000 BC, there were elements. They used to lead a nomadic life. What is a nomadic life? Nomadic life is that to wander here and there, to go to one place and to another place and to another place in search of food. They need food, right? So they used to go here and there. They used to wander here and there in search of food. They used to go to one jungle, they serve the animal, then they hunt the animal, they kill the animal, then eat the animal, and they go to another jungle, eating the animal. So they used to wander here and there. So this wandering life in search of food is called as nomadic life. Okay, nomadic life. This life is called as nomadic life, and we have after nomadic life. So the early man started nomadic life, and after they started a settlement life. They settled at one place. They settled at the banks of the river. They started sowing some seeds, and If I sow the spinach is coming off from the tree. They used to pluck, they used to cook, and they ate the plants. So they used to lead a settlement life by growing crops. So they started, the agriculture was born by early men. This is how the agriculture has born. Now first, let's see what are crops. Crops are the same kinds of plants. The same kinds of plants are cultivated on a large scale. If same kinds of plants are cultivated on a large scale, is called as a crop. Okay, let's see. This is a land. Let's imagine that this is a particular land. This is a land. Now we have crops here. And I have a crop. In this particular land, the same kind of plants. In this particular land, the same kinds of crops or the same kinds of plants are cultivating in this land. Or it's cultivating on a large scale. It's not a one plant. Yes, it's a big amount of plants. So it's many plants. So the same kinds of plants, let us name these plants as wheat. Here I am growing wheat here. So the wheat are growing on a big scale, large scale of land. So the same kinds of plants which are grown in a large scale is called as crops. Understood? Now we completed crops. The same kinds of plants which are grown on a large scale is called as crops. Next we have kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif and rabi crops. We have kharif and rabi crops. Kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crops are the crops which are grown in rainy season. Okay, the kharif crops are the crops which are sowed in rainy season are called as kharif crops. Let us name here rainy season, and the crops which are sowed and the crops which are grown in winter season. The crops which are grown in winter season, or else the crops which are cultivated in winter season. Are called as rabi crops. Okay, the crops which are cultivated in rainy season are called as kharif crops, and the crops which are cultivated or else the crops which are grown in winter season are called as rabi crops. We come to rabi and kharif. Examples for kharif crops are wheat, soya bean, groundnut, maize, etc. And the examples for paddy, examples for kharif crops are paddy, gram, pea, mustard, etc. Understood? We completed kharif and rabi crops. Now let's go for next one. Now we completed crop, kharif and rabi. Now let's see the preparation of the soil. First of all, when we are doing agriculture, the first step is for agriculture is soil. We need soil. When you observe in the fields, the soil it seems like a hard texture, right? So it is a solidified soil. So first of all, preparation of soil happens. The solidified soil should turn into the loosening soil. Yes, the solidified soil should turn into the loosening soil. How can we turn solidified soil into the loosening soil? Yes, we can turn solidified soil into the loosening soil by the process called plowing. Plowing is done by plow. Plowing is done by plow. Understood? Now, what is the shape of the flow. What's how the diagram, the flow is? Let's see. It seems like this. This is the shape of the flow. Okay. Now this, let's name this is called the front part. Here we have a sharp ends at two sides. Yes, we have a sharp end. So this part, this is the front part. Okay, this part is called as flow shape. Flow shape. And the log like structure we have, yes, to here, we have a log like structure. So this log is called as flow shaft. Completed flow shape and flow shaft. Flow is made up of wood and iron, and flow will connect to two animals. It's connected to two animals such as bulls, camels, horses, etc. So it connects to two animals. So here there is one log. It seems like this. They tie here. They tie the log to this flow. So they tie the log to this flow shaft. So what happened is, here there are two animals. Okay, they pull the flow along with them. So the flow gets it goes in the soil. It helps in upturning the soil. So this is the loosening, the process of the loosening soil. So the log which is kept on the necks of the animals, this is called as beam. Okay, this is called as beam. We completed flow shaft and beam. Yes. And now, what is the advantages of loosening the soil? What is the advantages of loosening the soil? If we want to sow a seed at our home, which first we should loosen the soil with some instrument, right? So we should loosen the soil. So the loosening of the soil, we can easily sow the seed into the soil if we loosen the soil. Now, second advantage is air exchanges happens, and the loosening of the soil, it enhances the water. It holds the water. Completed. And now we have plants and animals. So some plants and animals dies. If the plants and animal dies, they decompose in the soil by microorganisms, right? So microorganisms, they decompose by the plants and animals decompose in the soil by microorganisms. So that's why the microorganisms such as earthworm and some organisms, so that's why those are called as friends of the farmer. So by decomposition of the plants and animals, they produce some nutrients, they produce some energy to the plants. Understood? Now we completed flow, right? And now let's go for next one. It's leveling. Before going to leveling, we have flow. Flow is also called as tilling. Flow is also called as tilling. Once again, let's know the process of loosening the soil or else upturning the soil is called flowing or tilling. Now, let's go for leveling, the process of leveling. What is the leveling? We have, if we plow the soil, sometimes we have a big lumps and crumbs of the soil. Yes? See, I have a soil here, and there are some small sand here, and I have a big crumbs and lumps here. That's right. How can I sow the seed in these lumps and crumbs of the soil? We cannot sow. So to slay or else to smash these lumps of the soil, we need to do leveling. Yes, we need to do equal leveling. So the leveling of the happen. So after plow we should level the soil. So the leveling is done by leveler. Okay, now the leveling is done by leveler. Leveling means the equaling of the soil, the equal of the land. So we completed leveling. After plowing, we should level the soil, or else we should level the field. Next one is hoe. What is hoe? H-O-E. Hoe. Now we have weeds. Do you know weeds? Yes. Weeds are the unwanted plants. Weeds are the unwanted plants. So, if I grow here, I am growing some wheat in my field. Oh, I found here some unwanted plants here. Can you also see these unwanted plants here? Yes, I found here some unwanted plants, but I need only wheat. I don't need this unwanted plants. So the unwanted plants are called as, these unwanted plants are called as weeds. Weeds. Weeds means unwanted plants. Okay, unwanted plants, undesirable plants are called as weeds. So we have weeds. So the removing of the weeds, or else the process of taking off, or else the removing of the weeds is called as hoe. Okay, hoe is a machine. It shapes like, it has a plate-like structure. It has a plate-like structure here. So here we have some plate-like structure like this. Okay, so this is called as hoeing. The removing of the weeds from the crop is called as hoe. We completed hoe, right? And now let's go for the cultivator. Just now we learned that we have plowing, right? We completed plowing, but now there came a new machine to plow. So it saves the labor time. That machine is called as cultivator. 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 What is cultivator? Cultivator is a machine which helps to pull the seed. It is a plowing machine. It seems like this. The shape of the cultivator is like this. Okay. It is connected to the tractor. The tractor driven in this cultivator. So it saves the labor time. Okay, it saves the labor time. So it can easily happen on a large field. So nowadays there is a new machine called cultivator, which is useful for plowing. Plowing is nothing but loosening the soil. Let's go for next one. We completed cultivator, and now let's see what is sowing. Okay, what is sowing? Sowing. Farmers usually select the crops which are very good. Okay, the crops which are useful for growth and the crops which are very good in health. They usually select these type of seeds which are good and which is helpful for the growth of their plants, and which is healthy seeds. They select the high yielding seeds. So now how can we separate? Okay, I think I had a seed here. two are seeds. Okay, these two seeds same. These two seeds same similar. It looks similarly. So I see. Don't look up the shape, but see these two seeds are similar. It's a black color and the same size. So how can we separate which is the good seed, healthy seed, and which is the damaged seed? How can we separate? There is a technique or there is a process to separate the good seed and the healthy seeds and the damaged seeds. Let's take a beaker here. Here what is this? This is a beaker, and let me pour some water till here. Okay. Till here I poured some water. Okay. Till here I poured some water, and now I pour all the seeds into this beaker. What happened? Okay, what's happened? Oh my God, some seeds are floating on the water and some seeds sink in the water. They went down. Some seeds are floating in the water. What is this magic? Yes, the seeds which are floating on the water are damaged seeds. Okay, the seeds which are floating on the water are damaged seeds, and the seeds which sink in the water, which went down by its weight. So the seeds which sink in the water, those are called as undamaged seeds or as healthy seeds. These are the floating seeds are damaged seeds and the sink seeds are healthy seeds. So the farmers use this method to separate the seeds, damaged and the healthy seeds. So this is how we can separate. And nowadays there came a new machine for sowing the seed. So this new machine for sowing the seed is seed drill. Seed drill. Okay, we have seed drill here. Seed drill also seems like a plowing machine. It's connected to the tractor driven. The shape of this is like this. We have here like this, and it has a sharp ends.